2020 GSL Super Tournament, Season 1.
Guys, we're back. Finally, GSL Super Tournament is on. It has been months since we have casted some Starcraft.
When was the last time we had GSL?
Is it in October?
No,
it's even,
never.
Never. It's been that long.
It's been so long that we've never had GSL before.
Well, this is going to be our first cast, and I hope it goes well.
I do too.
It is so good to be back, guys. We missed you. This is Super Tournament Quarantine Edition. Our CEO, Kevin, from Africa TV, has a few words to say before we start this event. Caster Park says, so GSL Super Tournament's about to start. We're beginning our 2020 for Starcraft 2. Yes, it's been a long time. I'm glad that we're finally here. It's too bad that we can't have people in the studio. We're really sorry about that. But thank you, those of you for tuning in and joining us here. We hope to give you guys some entertainment while you're staying in your homes. Obviously, with coronavirus, we're all having to work together and stay safe. So let's get through it together.
오프라인에서는 직접 찾아서 보진 못하지만 온라인상으로 많이 응원해주고 계실 거거든요. 그럼 개막 시작을 저와 함께 부탁을 좀 드리겠습니다.
All right. Now we are announcing, I guess we are officially starting it. Cut the ribbon, Artosis.
Right.
Get the bottle of champagne and smash it on the computer. Oh, nice.
That's where to do it. Smash
What
it
is that?
right
Is that
on
for
the
boats, right?
What?
You smash a bottle of champagne on a new boat?
boat.
All right. Guys, we got a quick video, and then we're going to hop into our games. This is the GSL Super Tournament.
(2020) GSL Super Tournament, Season 1.
It's so good to be back. It's been forever, man.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Like, we always have to finish in time for BlizzCon normally, right?
Right.
So
we usually wrap up all the
it would have
Starcraft
been
2
like
before
September.
BlizzCon. I
So
think
it's
so.
literally been like 6 months since
Yeah.
we've been on with GSL.
It's been crazy. It's been weird,
6
actually.
months.
It's good to be back here at our desk.
6 months?
That's the longest we've ever
That's
not
half
casted.
of a year.
Yes, very
That's
good.
half
Artosis.
of a year.
Yes. Crazy. So this tournament's going to kick ass. Super Tournament is my personal favorite tournament to do out of all the tournaments we do all year.
Half a year since the last Super Tournament.
Yes.
It's crazy, tasteless.
We should point out to you guys, I know normally Super Tournament is over the course of 4 days, all crammed together. This is going to be over the course of 2 weeks. So it's going to be like our normal, if you guys remember, our normal schedule was usually on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Saturdays afternoon times in Korea, evening times for Wednesdays. This tournament is going to be Wednesday night and Saturday night for 2 weeks. 6 months, Artosis.
6 months? Tasteless.
Too long, man. Too long. I don't know. It's so good to be back.
Yeah,
you know, it's funny because, you know, normally we're casting usually about every week. Occasionally there's a break somewhere in there. But God, I haven't gone this long since the game came out.
No, I know.
It's
madness. I'm just so happy to finally be back here. You can see our schedule, as Tasteless spoiled before the overview came up. It will be 2 weeks. Obviously, we have a gigantic prize pool. 4 players getting seeded into GSL Season 1. I see people that keep on going, well, we see the GSL Super Tournament is announced, but what about regular GSL? Is regular GSL coming back, or are we just having super tournaments all year?
I'm afraid there will only be 2 super tournaments.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, you see here, top 4 players getting seeded in, so I guess we're having a real season.
I guess we can confirm Season 1 of GSL Code S. Wow. Here's our bracket. This is going to be a sick set of matches, man. It's crazy.
How good these matches are?
Yeah.
TY versus Zest, are you kidding me? That's literally an old finals.
Yep.
I mean, Patience versus Dark, can you get better than that? I don't know, but we do have Stats versus Maru, which is all right.
I'm looking forward to SOS versus Rogue. Rogue has been crushing it. By the way, for Parting versus Trap, this is going to be their first time ever in a tournament match for Legacy of the Void, so this will be interesting to see how these two approach the matchup. Yes, and each of these series, it's going to be a best of 5. If you've watched Super Tournament before, we're going to be just plowing through this. So it's going to be match after match after match. We won't have very much downtime, so it's going to be just some pure StarCraft 2 action.
Well, thank God. It's about time.
Yes.
I'm in some serious StarCraft 2 withdrawal as far as casting goes.
I know.
Like, I got to watch
We thought we were going to start the year a little bit earlier. But yeah, everything got delayed and pushed back. We're finally here.
Well, 6 months. It's like, if we always had 6-month breaks, like, what would that even be?
Unemployment.
Yeah. My God. Well, here's the TY, the amazing VTY.
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 The one and only.
Some people type TY when they're saying thank you.
Yeah.
I type TY when I'm talking about this guy.
That's
and
the,
my wife's
that's the
like,
proper
you're
usage.
welcome. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about TY, the
What I'm
pro
trying
gamer.
to say is he's a great Terran player. What are you talking about?
Yeah. She's like, but I passed you the ketchup. I'm like,
Yeah.
who says TY as thank you in real life? Get out of here.
By the way, Zest has been on a tear lately as well.
Oh, yeah.
Your boy is finally back, Artosis.
He's never left, Tasteless. You and all the other Zest
Me and everybody
haters
else
and
thought that
doubters,
Zest was
all you people that only
old
look,
hat.
you're like, well, he didn't win a GSL this year. I guess he's washed up.
This is the year of the Zest. It comes around every so often, Artosis.
Dude, he's such a badass. He's so strong. He got second place at IEM.
Yep.
And I mean, TY, Zest, and Rogue are my boys. They're all in this tournament. I can't wait. One of them's getting to the next round, that's for sure, because they're playing each other.
Yeah.
As far as who's going to win this, like, obviously Zest is in great shape, but the reason why he got so far in Katowice was on the back of his strong PvP and PvZ.
Right.
Now, going up against TY, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what this is going to look like.
No matter what, it's going to be awesome. But yeah,
Oh, it better be.
It's going to be good.
You remember when they played in the finals of GSL in 2016?
Of course, Artosis.
It was a wonderful finals.
So good to be back, man. God, it really has been so long.
6 months!
6 months, man.
Oh! Never again. You and I.
Please no.
Listen, I want a pinky swear with you.
Yes.
Never again 6 months.
Let's wear never again 6 months promise rings.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's get a necklace and break it in half, and we'll each have half of
Yeah.
it. And then, like, our great-grandchildren will meet up, and they'll be like, 6 months, never again.
Yeah. Let's, Artosis, let's agree on this and also drink each other's blood. Is that how this works?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go. By the way, our game is loading up. It's going to be on Eternal Empire. This is TY versus Zest to start the GSL Super Tournament.
Game start.
Oh, that's right. We got to intro these players. The bottom left. Sorry.
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 TY.
The only other cast we've done is ASL where we don't have this graphic where they do that.
All right.
In the upper right, in the red, he is.
Whew.
Raise your edge gaming. Zest.
It's a team name that's also a demand.
That's true. Raise your
Pass
edge.
the mayonnaise gaming.
TY.
So we've got a probe out, laying down a proxy pylon.
What are we doing here? Looks like a 2-gate rush coming up, Tasteless.
I like it. This is very cool. By the way, guys, before the game starts out, a couple updates. ASL is still going on. We can't have any audiences yet. We're sorry about that. Obviously, I think we all understand with coronavirus, this is the right thing to do. But we do have a brand new studio at Jamshil Station, which is just a few train stops away from where this studio is as well.
Yeah.
So we're continuing to expand here. That is at the Africa, what is it? The Africa TV Coliseum, right?
The Freaka Coliseum.
Unlike this, the Freak Up studio.
Yeah. Freak Up Studio remains. Some people were very nervous about that. Don't worry.
Those of you guys that don't know what's going on but decide that you know what's happening, thought that the studio was sold or gone, that never happened. It was never said anywhere.
Yeah.
Our studio is still here.
Don't just assume things.
Yeah, don't just...
Why would we do that?
Don't believe everything you read on the internet, guys.
We have a wonderful functioning studio. Why would we just be
why
like, you know what? Let's get a different one.
Yeah.
The screen's not long enough.
Let's
we need
turn
a longer
this studio
screen.
into a McDonald's. What do you say?
Yeah.
No, so this studio is still here. But when things do eventually open up, I would encourage you guys, for those of you who have enjoyed coming down here, at this studio, we're next to Coex Mall, there's a lot of stuff to do around here. Over at Jomshell, another great mall area. We have also a PC cafe connected to the Coliseum. So you can play Starcraft, grind out some ladder games, and then when the other major games are on, you can go over there and spectate our matches there too.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, so TY scouts that proxy gate, but Zest is not done.
Yeah, there's actually an additional pylon being planted over here. I think that might be for a Stargate. We'll see. And coming in here and harassing pretty hard. The Reaper really can't do that much right now. So the SCV is killed, denying the production of the command center. I'm sorry, it's actually going to be a robo down here.
I love it.
Very cool.
Zest is not screwing around here today, Tasteless.
No. And this forces TY to cancel a
God.
huge tempo disruption here.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind that Zest is still on one base, right? But the fact that he invested in the command center, didn't finish it, and then had to cancel, very big interruption here for TY.
Yeah. Double gate being made here as well. So it looks like it's going to be 4 gate. I guess he's going to go Prism with this.
I think so, yeah.
I tell you, it's 6 months of no GSL. I've been playing like a lot of Brood War, and I played
Scouts.
Oh my God. I was going to say, I played Terran in that, and I'm like watching this Protoss just proxy things and script TY's plans.
Your heart rate's going up. Yeah.
And then I got to calm myself down and realize I'm a Protoss player in this game, and it's totally okay.
I've been enjoying your ladder sessions, Artosis. I am often quietly lurking there. So, we have a counterattack here with the Hellion. And right now, he's just not going to pull his probes.
Damn.
He's decided that the probes are moving enough to stagger the shots. So
4 kills, though.
Yeah, 4 kills.
It's pretty good.
But not many more. And now this counterattack's going to come in over here. And again, hitting the SCV, making the command center. Big warp in. Only 4 Marines is what I'm seeing here. A Widowmine now coming up as well.
Oh, jeez. This is doing some damage, Tasteless.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy, howdy. These Protoss players are pretty mean.
TY in some trouble right now.
Yep. A loss for casters everywhere here as TY is looking like he will probably not survive this. We'll see. There is one tank set up over here, but I think he could just juggle some units right over that.
Yeah, this is not looking super hot for TY right now. We'll see if he can hold on, because he does have double command center against, there's really nothing going on for Zest other than this push. So he definitely needs this damage.
I guess I spoke too soon. It looks like TY is still hanging on, but this is going to be tough. Now he's going to use his Zealots to come forward and tank the shots so the Adepts, Sentries, and Stalkers, can continue to fire over here. The Zealots are hitting the tank right now, getting lower. SCV's trying to repair, and the tank just disappears, Artosis. It just
yeah, we have the wrong graphical settings.
It disappeared like the when people disappear in Looper, or they pop in and out.
Yeah. Well, that's like one of the ways on lower graphics that you can have it.
We'll probably
and here's a little funny thing. Actually, Shine isn't here today. JYP is observing for us.
Yeah, I saw JYP when I was coming in.
So, JYP, he told me he was better than Shine, but after seeing that tank disappear, I'm not so sure.
Okay, again, TY just barely hanging on. He's got 8 workers. There's 1 tank here, which can be controlled pretty well, but I mean, the fact that the War Prism is still here means the momentum is definitely going to be on the side here of Zest. And it looks like he's barely going to... Oh, hold on. With these, he'll come in here and kill it for sure.
Yeah, nice micro there, and GG is called. And Zest takes down TY in game number 1.
Great game to start things off.
Yeah, brutal proxy there. Really well executed. TY never really having too much of a shot there.
No.
Unfortunately.
And so, I really think Zest has a good shot at taking this whole thing, but that's a strategy you can't just do every game, so we'll see what else he's got in store here. But
I hope he does it every game.
Wouldn't it be funny if he did every game and then it worked? And it's like, okay.
Yeah, and we're like, oh, is that the new broken thing?
That's the standard.
Is that
TVT
how the
opener.
ladder's going to look tomorrow? That's nice.
Well, the ladder definitely tomorrow would look like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
By the way, guys, help us have the ladder look like that. Spread the word, because obviously you see that we are not on Twitch anymore.
Yes.
We're on YouTube and Africa TV. So spread those links around.
Yes, please let people know. I know when we have a downtime as long as this one, we obviously have a decline in overall viewership when it starts up again. So let's give that a big injection of viewers here. We're going to go to Everdream now for map number 2.
Cool. Let's go, Tasteless.
Okay.
Bring me away.
Hold my hand. Let's go to
Everdream. That's like how long this was gone for. 6 months.
I call it an ever nightmare, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, our game is now loading up. This is game number 2 between Zest and TY. Right now, Zest with a 1-0 lead. And let's see if those graphical settings got fixed, Artosis. Our game's now ready. Let's go.
Game start.
Okay. Okay. I like it. No ID call this time around. SCV being sent out immediately.
Yeah, and I like this, actually, because if your opponent's going to do things like that to you, you may as well cheese them back.
Yeah.
Wait, you gonna play this like a Brave style of like making a command center trying to get into a macro game against this guy? No!
No.
No, just go build your buildings over there and it'll be fine.
So initially he is checking for proxies. Let's see if the probe continues to pull up over here. Okay, he's going to spot this immediately. Busted.
Oh,
yeah, that sucks. That
Zest
sucks.
just has his number right now.
Let's see if we can see TY's face. Not too happy about that. You get rushed in game 1, try to give him a taste of his own medicine, and you're denied before the building can even finish.
Well,
so, TY is obviously not dead, but this is very uncomfortable. We'll have to see how he improvises from here.
well, he's making his barracks at home, obviously, right? We'll see where he goes. Like, I mean, it kind of sucks, but at least he's not being proxied, right? That's the one thing he learned.
This time, a much more standard approach here. Zest squeezing out an expansion here, continuing to tack up. I'm guessing we're probably going to see an expand coming up here for TY as well, but let's wait and see. And,
well, looks like Zest going to go ahead and get his proxy down.
Yeah.
I'd imagine this one will be a Stargate.
I think so, yeah.
Be really weird to proxy something else out there right now. It's like, I just want to make sure I lose my robo later on.
Yeah. And so that pylon finishes up, and we're going to see Zest do this. Now, even though we saw a proxy in game 1, this is not one that I believe is really intended to end the game quickly. It's probably just so that Terran can't scout this as easily. A lot of times, it's just common to put tech like this outside your base because it's easier to scout their entire main sometimes than it is to just scout the entire map for something hidden like that, you know?
Yeah. The maps does take a long time to scout everything out, and something like that, you're not necessarily really utilizing the Stargate in the mid game. You know?
Yeah.
You get what you want out of it, whether it's, you know, an Oracle or 2, maybe a Phoenix, and just who cares if it dies? Well,
Stalker's going to come forward now, chase away this Reaper. And we're having definitely a game that's more in the realm of ordinary here this time around. Both players trying to expand up. It's good to be back, man.
Yeah, it feels nice.
Were you afraid you would have lost your casting abilities over that long? It's
Pretty
actually
sure I
weird.
did.
I mean, casting is sort of a muscle, right? You know, you have to exercise it.
It is in no way a muscle.
It's a muscle. It's a muscle, man. And
Where is it
we
located?
used to be jacked guys, but now we're
Yeah.
fat, flabby casters trying to get
That's
our
true.
casting muscle back, Artosis.
Yeah, I can definitely get on board with that.
But yeah, we're actually going to have a lot of StarCraft 2 now as 2020 for us has finally started. So
Yeah.
if you guys were, you know, jonesing for some StarCraft 2,
Oh,
there's going to be a lot now. So very exciting.
Yeah, you guys are going to regret jonesing for StarCraft 2. When
Yeah,
we're
you
done
guys
with
might
you.
overdose on StarCraft 2 and die from it. So, you know,
That's the way I want to go.
you're going to get organ failure from too much StarCraft 2. So the Oracle comes through here, kills 2 SCVs so far.
Nice. 3 SCVs.
He's doing a great job staying out of range of that mine.
Oh, what?
So crazy, man.
Thought for sure he was going to connect with that.
And now we have Blink coming into play here. Big moment. We're probably going to have some pressure coming up here from the Protoss pretty soon. Protoss taking his third base as well. Keep in mind in this matchup, generally speaking, unlike almost all the other matchups and all the other Starcrafts where one race is usually going to have an additional expansion over the other, in this matchup, a lot of times it's usually about even. So if we see the Protoss taking a third, we know the Terran has to take a third pretty soon, or do the opposite and try to do a push and punish the Protoss as the Protoss is trying to develop. The Terran then comes in and tries to hit the Protoss.
Yeah, normally you're going to get your production going like at least 3 Raxes, get your starport and factory rolling, and some upgrades, and then take that third command. Let's see how TY wants to play it. Obviously, you know, there have been very popular 2-base all-ins in the past, but not quite ready to make that third command center yet. Very quick third from Zest, though.
What was that?
Was it pylon?
Thinking about putting some pressure on there. And seeing the Forge come down here as well tells us that it's probably going to be a little bit longer before Zest actually tries to do any major attacks. He's going to be investing in upgrades here, throwing down some more gateways. And now we're finally seeing that third CC for the Terran.
Yeah, and the Liberator coming down. Looks like some nice scouting going on from Zest and just kind of spreading out his stalkers, making sure that he can catch anything that comes in. He knows that this is a prime time for some harassment. This Liberator, oh man.
Okay, well that didn't do anything. And that also got Loopered out of the game.
Vanishes.
Someone went back in time and killed that Liberator's parents, so he doesn't exist now. He just pops away.
Yeah.
Okay, nice jump there. So far, TY, though, not really doing that much damage at all. You know, when you do these kind of attacks, you do actually have to kill workers, or you're basically just feeding the opponent's army. You're getting further and further behind. And now comes the push. This is going to get spotted and most likely tagged here by the Oracle. Maybe he doesn't have enough energy, but he sees it coming up here now. There it is.
You know, I don't think he can really do that.
I think this is going to get owned, man. I think
he has to turn around.
You ever had it in a game where you're pushing out and you're like, I think I'm going to lose, but I
yes,
but I have to
literally
do something.
multiple times every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not surprised to see him turn around a little bit here. Obviously, the Stalkers are behind him, so he has to respond to that a little bit.
Okay, the Liberator's coming down again.
I think TY never really thought that he would move all the way with that push anyways. Just keeping some pressure on Zest here and making him do things is enough.
Nice runaway here by Zest. Again, you know, Zest has been sitting on 3 bases for a long time. Looks like he was thinking about tagging this once more.
Maybe not enough energy or something.
Yeah. Oh, Stim's just now coming. That's a good ability to have.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
But yeah, for now, it seems like there's just going to be some roaming here from TY as he comes out. But I think Zest is really just in control of this game. Look, he takes out a tank, blinks away.
He's lost 3 tanks already. Those are kind of important units, especially defensively when you're going to be taking your third base.
When we have as much downtime as we had here, it's really interesting to come back and see where everybody's at, you know. Some players really have atrophied while others have made major advances in their skill.
I would say that right now they're both looking completely good. Obviously they played well at Katowice as well.
Is he
looks like Zest is just going for a massive attack right now.
He's going to dive in here now. A lot of Marines over here on the high ground. We're probably going to see another warp-in come as SCVs are being pulled to try to body block a lot of these Zealots. The Archon's just barely firing up the hill. The tank does go down, and it's SCVs bunched up here on the ramp just trying to deny this giant Protoss army that does eventually breach it and push up. GG.
Yeah, nice break there from Zest. If he hadn't picked off all those siege tanks, I don't think that there is any chance he would have been able to break in there.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Zest coming out fast and furious so far today.
Yeah, he's looking very, very strong. And let's see if TY can turn this around. I mean, game 1 was a proxy that was very successful. Game 2, let's not forget that TY actually was opening with a proxy that was immediately scouted. Zest basically stamping out that option before it really ever got to develop. And from there, Zest just played a very good control game, deflecting the drops, slowly eking out a lead. When he identified the tank count was low enough that he has enough of an army that he can just push in, he did so. and won the game.
Yeah.
So this is either going to be a 3-0 where Zest moves on, or TY will come back with an insane reversal here. But right now, I think this could easily be a 3-0. Just seeing how strong Zest is. We already saw at IEM how well he did. I mean, Zest is at a different level.
No, I know. He is in great shape. I feel like TY did play very well there, but it didn't quite go his way. The groups were a little bit tough. But I hope he comes back and gives us a series at least, right? I don't want to start with a 3-0. It's been 6 months.
I know. I'm hoping for a long series here, but it's going to be tough. Now let's go to a map that this one just rolls right off the tongue. Purity and Industry.
Yeah. I love it.
How far can we go with map
Tasteless,
names?
you can't have both, okay? Choose one, Purity or Industry.
Purity?
Wrong answer, Tasteless.
It was Industry was the right one?
Industry was the right answer.
All right, guys, our game is ready. This is game 3, TY versus Zest. Go.
Game start.
In the center right.
The blue, Triumphant Song Gaming, TY.
And, sorry. And over here in the red, he is.
Raise Your Edge Gaming, Zest.
Raise your edges, boys and girls. Raise them high.
Raise your edges in the chat.
That's right. Can I get some raised edges in the chat, please? Okay, so let's see what these guys got in store for us. So far, though, Zest looking so strong.
Yeah. So, it'll be cool to see how this plays out. Of course, I've heard people refer to this map as a Scrap Station reskin. Do you remember Scrap Station?
Yeah. The upper left part of this map looks like you would get your toy trains and track them onto these little grooves here and have them roll around. So, obviously I think we're going to watch for drop play here, but hold on a second. Got a pylon pretty far out.
That is so far out.
Yeah.
What are we making over here? Is he
I'm
doing DT?
curious. I think it has to be. If it's that far out, where it's like the odds of the scouting worker ever going there are just so low, because you can really gauge where the pylon is, and then you kind of get the intent of what's going on. Like if it's right next to their base, clearly you need to get something there very quickly. But if it's very, very far out like this, it's so that it's never seen at all.
Of course, there it is.
Twilight Council.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be TT. It could be like Blink or Glaives or something. But
but I mean, he's hiding that. Is the point.
Yeah. Either way, I think as TY here, it's so hard to know exactly what this is, right? Like it could be a hidden rowboat, could be a Stargate. Hell, it could be another gateway, right?
Oh, hold up, dude.
I'm holding.
Keep holding it, and make sure to keep your edges raised too. Is he gonna spot this? He's got the right idea. Oh, he doesn't see it. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
And you know what's even worse about this is when you are scouting this much and you don't see it, you're even more confident that something like this isn't happening. That's so sick.
Zest,
Zest. Over in the park area of the map.
I can't even believe this. Yeah, well, in the Purity section, right?
Yes, is that okay? Not the Industry section, right?
Well, certainly not the Industry. This is the Purity section. But he's going to make it quite industrious to get all those gold minerals. Now, this is so funny, right? Like, I feel like I'm watching SOS play, but he would probably not get units that shoot up in a game like this.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He would get charge, and that would be it.
Yeah.
And he would just make 1,000,000 Zealots, and if you have a Liberator, you win. But so we got the slowing Bubulas. And
missile systems. Just saying.
Look at that. They tell you where to put the turrets.
Oh. So.
Those look like wraiths in the other ones. That's cool. Yeah, so anyways, having that gold base and going Blink at the same time, kind of interesting. Nice recall to get it saturated right away.
And so, of course, when you get a gold base like this, the large amount of minerals that you're going to be getting very quickly can allow you to invest in maybe some kind of a timing attack. You know, we've talked about what you do when you get mineral rich quickly. You can also use it to try to expand again, but I'm guessing that this is probably going to be for some kind of attack. But it's spotted immediately.
And this is knowing he's going to lose a couple probes. He has to wait for this pylon to warp in so he can get some defense here. Everything else is too far out.
And immediately we have a medevac coming out here, boosted down towards the bottom left. Blink is 10 seconds out. We have some stalkers that have been warped in here.
You know, with that medevac, maybe he can put on a little bit more pressure there.
Yeah, let's see if he
can.
Oh,
hold on, he's turning.
Oh, he might try to drop where that pylon is and the gates are. There's only one pylon powering that, right? Oh, but he's ready.
Ooh.
Good denial there by Zest.
Oh, no.
Oh my
God. You see the head shake just in time right there.
Yeah, this is...
Oh, things are not looking good for TY.
Looks like TY is going to be casting pretty quickly here.
Wait, actually, who do we have today in this place?
I think is it
Curious.
Curious.
Yeah.
Ah, young Curious.
Yeah. Curious is like, oh no.
I guess I'll be staying home tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, coming out now is going to be the opportunity for some pressure. I mean, when you take out that medevac and you took a gold base like this.
Oh, I know. It's just...
I mean, the lead that you have is insane. I thought he was actually going to come in on that bunker for a second, but
that would have been pretty bad.
Yeah, yeah.
With the tank there?
Right,
oh my
right.
God.
So he backs up. We do have the Raven coming across the map. I guess he might try to chuck an auto turret down here, but I don't know how impactful this is really going to be.
With the shield battery and stalkers there, probably not very impactful. I wonder what the physics is behind those things that the bubulas that slow everything down. Why don't they slow down like lasers?
Well, that's a good point.
Right? Because they're slowing down some attacks. Like
Artosis,
let's say a Zealot
how
charging.
very unrealistic.
I know, right?
By the way, I don't think TY can get a third for a while here. There's such a huge gateway explosion. We have 5 more gates coming down here.
Yeah, you got to play a bit turtly in a game.
Yeah,
like this.
he's adding Immortals in here, and I think we're going to see Zest squeak out a third at his natural now.
Yeah, that would make sense.
By the way, talk about Zest preparing for the map here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this SCV is still on the map.
Well, at least you'll see the timing of this third Nexus. That's really useful.
Yeah. Gives him a better sense of where Zest is in this game. TY obviously knows he's already behind, but having a read on where the development is for Zest is very important here.
I gotta say, I'm actually excited to see what TY does decision-wise here. Like, whether he plays it a little bit more slowly or he tries to put the pressure on. Because I feel like since this was gold base into... Oh, this is ridiculous.
This is so annoying right now.
So
Look
annoying.
at this. He's actually going to stop the barracks.
Nope. He just slowed down the production. Pretty
He's actually getting this one, too. Look at this.
My God.
TY is not giving up on building there, by the way.
Yeah. But like I was saying, I'm interested to see how TY wants to play this. Like, does he like mass up a little bit more, wait for his 1-1, for instance, or is he going to try to push more quickly? I feel like he should be playing a more turtley game because of the gold base.
Can we just, for a moment, talk about how weird it is to see a floating rock with palm trees on it outside of what looks like Mars?
So I didn't know that you were a space planetologist.
Oh, you didn't know
because
that?
As far as I know, because I know that I don't know, that might be the norm. And what we have right here in our little solar system on the edge of the universe is like, this is the weird one, where all these people on their floating islands with palm trees are like, what's
Hey,
this
man.
Earth thing? They don't have any floating islands.
I know. So it's all just like connected in a ball? Is that it?
Yeah. It's like, wow, that's boring. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Do they think that gravity's real still over there? Oh,
fun.
my God.
Have fun living on your sphere, you loser. Oh, hold up. Big drop here. Now, this is the play that TY needs. He needs to come back here and do some serious damage. Because right now, Zest is in the lead. Really good storm over there. Now, look at these Marines in these Widow Mines over here in this corner.
Yeah, that's actually really hard to engage right now, but he is coming up with that Immortal with a couple sentries, so it will get clean. Didn't get that many probes. Cleans up some of the units. Seems all right for Zest still.
By the way, 4th base being taken here. And this expansion, I mean, it's doesn't really have that much to defend. We see some medevacs coming up here. I think out of necessity. Oh, so good.
storms even the units coming out of the medevac.
Oh my God.
Well, TY will at least clean this up.
No, I think actually Zest is going to win that one, dude. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's going to take it, man. Okay.
Oh, brutal.
TY is getting garbage compacted. It's like in the
Now he's getting
the
ready.
very first Star Wars movie, you know, where they're trying to escape the stormtroopers and they fall inside that garbage compactor.
Yeah.
Imagine that they just never got out and they got crushed and died.
Yeah, that's probably.
That's basically what happens
Yeah.
to TY. It's like, oh yeah,
in most of the
very
alternate
sad
universes.
story.
That's what actually happens.
They didn't get out of the Death Star. Don't be ridiculous.
It's like, yeah, no, they're in the enemy ship.
Yeah.
They're surrounded by enemies.
Are you an idiot? How would they possibly get out? They're inside the enemy planet base?
Yeah. Doesn't seem likely, guys.
That monster also died. That had a quick debut. Eyeball monster also dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was he doing in there?
Idiot monster.
He's really dumb.
Okay, blink forward here. He's going to gun down that first tank. Great storm, by the way, on the Widow Mines here. As we're seeing Zest just chew through whatever else TY has remaining. TY had to try to expand to catch up, but that gave Zest a really ample opportunity to come in here and punish that.
And Zest just pushing forward.
I mean, Zest, a really dominant display here of strength as we start the first best of 5 here in the Super Tournament. We thought this was going to be a close series. We couldn't have been more wrong. Zest just dominating here as we're watching just how long it's going to take to kill this bunker.
Quite a while.
Yeah.
Quite a while. 29 SCVs going down, trying to repair that bunker. Well, doesn't quite work out.
So we're going to have GG in a moment here. There it is. Zest takes it 3-0. He is lethal, man.
All right. Zest continuing to show top form. Very aggressive plays, and unfortunately TY just...
Very salty.
Yeah, getting massacred there.
That's tough, man. I mean, considering how dominant TY's been before, you know, and with us finally starting up StarCraft 2 in Korea here with the Super Tournament, man.
Rough. Early exit for our hero.
A big loss for casters everywhere, I guess you could say.
Yeah, for sure.
But Zest is looking like he's going to go deep in this tournament. We've got plenty more good matches for you guys today. Coming up next, mirror matchup PvP.
Oh, is it Parting versus
Yeah.
Trap? Oh,
I always get excited
love
when
this
Parting's
match.
playing. He's so crazy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And I don't think it's going to be a 3-0 like what we just saw there.
No, I think it's impossible for it to be a 3-0 basically because, I mean, Parting is going to be very cheesy probably. There's going to be like cannon rushes in there, and Trap is not going to die 3-0, and I think it's impossible for Parting not to take a game.
We're going to go to a break. When we come back, our second best of 5 in the GSL Super Tournament. Don't go away.